Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Truth Shots with Kapil. Today we are going to talk Afghanistan. Yes, God's own country, Afghanistan. It's been in a huge turmoil over the last some time. Well, don't think the turmoil is a week old. Don't think the turmoil is a year old. It's not even 2 decades old when US visited or raided Afghanistan. It's much more than that. It's nearly 50-year-old. What happened 50 years back is the Soviets tried to take over Afghanistan and US went in to ensure and prevent Soviets from doing that. In the process of creating what was then called as Soviets Vietnam, US ended up ruining everything for Afghanistan. It ended up giving guns, it ended up giving ammunition, it ended up giving arms, and it ended up giving a warring way of life to the people of Afghanistan. That's what brought in Al-Qaeda. That's what brought in Taliban. Now, let me first stop and talk about Taliban, because everybody is worried about Taliban taking over Afghanistan. Let me ask you a question. US was in Afghanistan for 20 years. 20 years. And they could not get rid of Taliban. Not even that. They could not even weaken Taliban to the point that they have lesser impact. It took Taliban a month, sincerely, a month to take over the entire Afghanistan once US left. The Afghanistan army could not even stand up to them. Now let's just stop right here and think. How and why did the Taliban, why were they able to do this? Do this so swiftly? Do this so quickly? How? I think that is where we all need to stop and think. Taliban took over Afghanistan in less than a month after the US withdrawal, in which they spent $1 trillion+. They spent huge amounts of money in training the Afghanistan army, in paying the Afghanistan army, in creating the Afghanistan army, and in managing the Afghanistan army. Now, let me give you an alternate point of view. US went into Afghanistan. After they went into Afghanistan, they tried to get rid of Taliban. They captured forces from here and there. They gave arms and ammunition to everybody who would be willing to fight for them. They tried. They managed to kill Mullah Omar. They managed to kill, Osama bin Laden. They managed to do a lot of, killings there of perhaps people that maybe didn't even deserve to live. Let me not argue on that. I agree. They were terrorists who were waging wars across the world. However, after the US left, Taliban was still so powerful and Afghan army was still so weak. Doesn't it really tell you? In fact, there are reports that say Afghanistan still has 20% plus support for Taliban. More than 20% people in Afghanistan favor the Taliban. Please do not buy the Western media that says Taliban is the real enemy forever. Yeah, they are, not really very good people. Yeah, they will curb human rights. Yeah, everything is there. But isn't it that they give a sense of hope to the people of Afghanistan that probably, Ashraf Ghani or Karzai or US just could not? Let me once again ask something that I have asked in, 2 truth shots before. The one that I did about lithium and electric cars and the one that I did about Kashmir. There is a boy in Afghanistan whose parents were killed as civilians in a raid that happened in 2001-2002. That guy is 18, 19 or 20-year-old now. What would he grow up as? Would he grow up as US did a great job, they had to come here, they had to get rid of, whoever? Or will he grow up saying, my parents, my family, somebody was killed because there was a bomb that the US dropped? That's the reality of it. That's where we all need to sit. The problem is the Soviet invasion. The problem is the US participation. The problem is the US invasion. The problem is everything that they have done. I think in the new world order, we need to move away from that. I'm going to propose a slightly controversial, a slightly contradictory point of view on this. I think what needs to happen is not that countries should start going into other countries, control them, give them, arms, ammunitions, and all of that. I think all that need to happen is countries need to stay away from each other a little bit. Countries need to let sovereignty of the land be managed by the sovereign people that live within that land. Yeah, you give them money. Yeah, you give them funds. Yeah, you do bilateral trade. Yeah, you do everything else. But the amount of movement of people from one country to another, I think that will reduce. I think that will go down as we move forward. That will go down because of things like terrorism. That will go down because of things like coronavirus. That will go down because there is no need for people to move from one place to other. All that is needed is for trade to happen. That can happen without any movement. Coronavirus has shown that. It has proven that you really don't need to travel for business, trade, and everything else to go on. We still do all of that. One other thing that I want to mention when we talk about Afghanistan is you need to quickly look at who is surrounding them and what does it mean. On one side there is Iran, on one side there is Pakistan, on one side there is Kazakhstan, and right across there is China and India. The problem that we are going to see over the next some time, which I think scares the shit out of everybody, is there is a new world order emerging. The new world order is going to be controlled by China. Make no mistake, it is not going to be a US and Soviet or US and Russia world order. It is going to be a US and China world order. Yes, Russia will probably side more times towards China than towards US. But the new world order will be controlled by the US, will be controlled by China. China has as much, maybe not as much in terms of quantity, but China has as much capacity to hit people with nuclear. They probably have more capacity to hit people with chemical. They probably have even more capacity to hit people with biological. And capacity is not just your ability. Capacity is also your mindset. Capacity is will you? And China will. And that's what is scaring everyone. I think we need to move away from this discussion of Taliban. It is unimportant. Yeah, there will be certain human rights violations. But you know what? Human rights violations did not happen in 2001. Do you really believe that? Did US not do human rights violation? Did they not kill civilians? Yeah, they would go out and say, oh, it was a mistake. And Taliban probably won't come out and say it's a mistake. But it happens from all sides. Taliban is not the problem. The problem is, how are we going to get to this new world order? Afghanistan is in huge need of our support. But that support is not for an army to go into Afghanistan. That support is to ensure there is some development that happens there. Please look at the numbers around Afghanistan. It has more than $1 trillion worth of minerals. It has opium production that happens every year, which is worth billions. Did you know Taliban's source of income even today, even if not today, I mean, while the US occupation was going on, their source of income was between $400 million to $1 billion, which they gather through some illegal sale of minerals, but more importantly, which they gather through the sale of opium. That's what we guys need to realize. Please do not buy the Western media. Please do not just keep going out and saying, oh, US should not have withdrawn. Oh, US should have withdrawn, but they should have withdrawn fucking 10 years back. I recently was watching a documentary on Al Jazeera where they were talking about how a lot of people are very scared about Taliban and they don't want to move. They want to move out of there, and somebody should support for them to move out. That guy was a translator. You know what he was saying? He was saying, I am so patriotic. I fought for the stars and the stripes. And I was thinking, the band chode, if you fought for the stars and the stripes and not really for the Afghan flag or not really for a good Afghanistan, you fucking, I'm sorry, deserve to be killed. That's where the problem is. That's what we guys are missing. We buy the media that is sold to us and we think that is the reality of life. It's not. Go beyond, read alternate sources, actually look at the situation in Afghanistan. Try and find some people that you could talk to who are actually in Afghanistan, who actually go through this. Well, for my part, I've tried doing that. This is what I have been able to gather, and it's not just coming now. I've been saying this for many years. US should have gotten out of Taliban years back. They were the real evil force in Afghanistan. Yeah, there will be a civil war. Yeah, there will be some more killings. But then there will be a new order that will emerge. My problem is that new order is going to be controlled by China. And that's not good for countries like India. That's not good for countries like US. But that's the harsh reality. With that, we come to an end of this episode of Truth Shots with Kapil. Have a nice day. Bye.